everyone and welcome to my channel. So today is Friday, so that means it's a Freshen Up Friday video for you all. So today the 4 rooms I'm going to be focusing on is the hall, the stairs and landing, my bedroom and also the kitchen. So let's get on into this Freshen Up Friday. So I'm going to start off in the hall. I'm going to be using the Fresh Linen Zaflora and I'm going to be using this neat to disinfect my table in the hallway. So this table used to be in the living room, but I've moved it into the hallway because I was always scared of Carter and Nirvana hurting their heads on the corners. So I moved it into the hallway and to be honest with you, it looks a lot better. So now that I've wiped over the table, I'm also going to spray over my flowers with some Zaflora as well. Fake flowers tend to hold the Zaflora really well. So when you walk into the house, the flowers give off a really nice scent. So the next thing that I had on my Freshen Up Friday list for the hall was to wipe over the windowsill and the window. So again, using Zaflora Neat, the same scent in the Fresh Linen, I'm going to wipe over the windowsill and then I'm going to take my Astonish window and glass cleaner and I'm going to give this window a quick wipe over as well.
Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly.
Alright, so now that the window's clean, I'm going to put everything back on, and that includes my pineapple, my candle and my picture of Carter when he was a baby. Once this is all done, then I'm going to move on to the last thing I have to do in the hallway, which is mop the floor. As you can see, I have got a cloth attached to the bottom of my mop. Reason being, I've run out of the pads for the bottom of my mop, and with the situation at the moment, I can't really go out and grab them. So what I've decided to do is put a clean cloth at the bottom of my mop and use it to mop the floor, and then I'm going to wash the cloth afterwards. To be honest with you, this is such a small space, it's fine to use a cloth. It's not going to really be that dirty because this is kept on top of quite a lot. So then I'm just going to take my 1001 in the scent Fresh Linen and spray it over the door rug. So that is everything for the hall done. The window, the windowsill, the table and the floor is mopped. Now on to the stairs and the landing. Again, taking the Zaflora Neat, I'm going to wipe over all of the skirting boards all the way up my stairs and on my landing. This really did need doing. I haven't done this in such a long time as well. I can't even remember the last time I did this, but because I'm using Zaflora Neat, every time you walk up the stairs, you're going to have a lovely scent of Zaflora and it just smells amazing and makes the whole house smell amazing as well. So I did this on both sides of my stairs and all the skirting boards on my landing as well.
I think that I'm going to hiding somewhere by a gated star.
Now that all the skirting boards are done, I'm just going to quickly spray over my fake plant with some Zaflora. Like I said, fake plants hold Zaflora really well. And this is the cloth after I finished wiping all the skirting boards. So as you can see, it did really need it. So the second thing that I wanted to do was hoover the stairs. I do tend to keep on top of this a lot, but because I have 2 really young children, these stairs tend to get a lot of crumbs on them, especially because Carter likes to run up the stairs to go to bed, obviously with me or I'll behind him, but he likes to come up the stairs on his own. He doesn't like to be carried, so obviously there's a lot of crumbs and things that fall off onto the stairs, so this really did need a good hoover, even though it is kept on top of. Then I'm just going to take my 1001 in the scent Fresh Linen, as you already know, and spray that all over the stairs. Then the last thing I had on my Freshen Up Friday list for the hall and landing was to hoover the landing. And like I said, this is kept on top of, but it just needed a quick freshen up. Hence the Freshen Up Friday, and I thought it was a perfect thing to do as well in this video. I did also hoover behind the plant because I do tend to forget to hoover behind the plant quite a lot. But yeah, this was the last thing I had to do then in this room. And then of course my 1001 to finish off after I've hoovered. Alright, so room 2 done. I've hoovered the stairs, hoovered the landing, and I've also done the skirting boards. On to room 3, which is the bedroom.
Some
So every Friday, I always change my sheets. So these have been on a whole week as I changed the sheets last Friday. Now I've got my teddy bear sheets on. These are absolutely gorgeous bedding. If you haven't tried teddy bear bedding, obviously the weather is getting warmer, but I love to be cozy. So teddy bear bedding is still fine for me and I still love it, even though it's warm outside. Well, half and half. So the next thing I had to do after I changed my sheets was to wipe over all the surfaces. Again, I'm using Zoflora Neat because I really do want to disinfect my surfaces, especially with everything going on at the moment. And this is a highly touched place by Carter, as you would have heard me say in most probably my other videos. I'm also going to wipe down everything that goes on here because he likes to play with everything that's on here as well. And Nirvana also likes the little glittery balls that are on there. Then I'm going to do Al's side table. So Carter loves to play with the sprays on Al's side table. So I've got to make sure that I wipe this over pretty well. So again, I'm using Zoflora Neat and the scent Fresh Linen. I'm just giving that a quick wipe over, as well as the coasters that go on the table here. And I'm also going to wipe over the sprays as well. And then put everything back.
tell me if I got it wrong, but you don't wanna be alone. Spend the evening by yourself.
Then the last surface I had to disinfect was my desk. So I'm at this desk every single day, whether it's to do my makeup or just do a Hinch list or something like that. So I really needed to disinfect this table as well. Carter's hands are always up on here, trying to grab anything that he possibly can. So I give it a good wipe over, even though you're not really supposed to use the Zoflora Neat because it is highly flammable. Depending on what you use it on, it is obviously fine, and it is a really good disinfectant as well. And the last thing on my Hinch list was to hoover the floor, and also after hoovering to 1001 the floor as well.
Go ahead and tell your friends, talk it out, but it won't end. You are never true to heart. You need me when it's getting dark. Got it all, babe. Say promise when you're ready. I'm here when you need me. I'm yours if you let me. Got it all, babe. Say promise when you're ready. I'm here when you need me. I'm yours if you let go.
And that's room 3 done. The bedroom. So the sheets have been changed, the surfaces have been disinfected. I've also hoovered and 1001. Now on to room 4, which is the kitchen. And this is the room that I've been dreading the most doing today, but it was actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. So as you can see, this is my kitchen table. It has got so much stuff on it. The biggest things on here are those big bags of Easter eggs. They are all Carter and Nirvana's Easter eggs of our family, and obviously me and Al, of course. There is also some stuff in here that needs to go into the bin, just needs to be sorted through. And also we have a massive packet of crisps that just came yesterday that don't fit into the cupboard. So I needed to clear away everything that was on here. There was some toys on here, a bunch of random stuff that shouldn't have been there. So I wanted to clear it all away, put everything away where it needed to be, and actually be able to see my table as it should be. So I'm so happy that I did this today though. The kitchen looks so much better with this clear. Obviously this is a big thing that you do see when you come into my kitchen. So obviously I do want it to be clear. And now that it's all nice and clear, I am so happy with it. So to wipe the table, I'm going to use this as a Zoflora Neat again, the same scent. And I'm just going to give the table a good wipe over because there was so much things on here. I really did want to give this a good disinfect. Even though none of us have been sitting at the table or anything like that because we tend to eat food in the living room, I still wanted to disinfect it because of the amount of stuff that was on the table as well. Then the last thing to do on the table was to put my throw back over it and put everything back on that was originally on there, like my candle burner and all my wax melts.
And with that bed head, you give me falling twice. Yeah, you're an angel and always on my mind. I wanna love you like I do.
The second thing on my Hinch list for the kitchen was to wipe over the fridge. So because this is a black fridge, all fingerprints and marks show up really clearly. So I wanted to give this a good wipe over and make sure that all those fingerprints and all those marks were gone. Alright, so the last thing I had on my Freshen Up Friday list was to mop the floor and put my rugs down. So I'm using diluted Sephora to do this, and I'm using the tiny bit that I had left in the fresh linen bottle. So I didn't use a whole bottle of disinfectant to do all this today. I only had a little bit left in that little bottle of Sephora. So I've used most of it, and it was only like a quarter full. So I've used most of it, and the tiny bit that I had left, I put into the bottle with a little bit of water. It is obviously a little bit stronger than what it would normally be, but my floor really did need a good disinfect, and I also have dogs, so it really did need it. But I just mopped over the floor, and then I went ahead and put some rugs down. So you would normally see grey rugs in here, but I've just bought a new set of mats. So I bought some black ones, so that's what you're going to see me put down in this video. They're absolutely gorgeous. I love them. And they also are non-slip because they have this fabric at the bottom that makes them super safe, so they're fine to have in the kitchen. They are not bathroom mats or anything like that. They're multi-purpose. They come with 3 big mats and 1 small one, which is a doormat. But I absolutely love the rugs, and I think they go really well in the kitchen as well. But that is everything done for my Freshen Up Friday. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because I would love to have you as a viewer here on my channel. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!